Now, good evening, everybody. We are here trying to find out what is arbitrage. Does it really exist? Is there anything called arbitrage or arbitrage? Whichever way you call it, they're all the same. So now, what this one said, this is just, there's a noun, there's a verb on it. So now, it said here, the simultaneous buying, that's at the same time, is done at the same time, of buying and selling of securities, currencies, or commodities in different markets or in derivatives forms in order to take advantage of different prices for the same assets. The same assets. That means arbitrage is done in two platforms, two or more platforms. So you can't do arbitrage without talking about two or more platforms at the same time. Then we have another one here. We are looking at Google. You know, what I don't use Google for is to go and research about videos and all that, but training lectures about this, you can get it. So he said, what is an example of arbitrage? He said, an example of arbitrage is when somebody, that's you and I, it can be done by an individual, not a company, buys a stock on one exchange for $10 and immediately sells it on another exchange for $11. A stock can be a stock of a company like Tesla. Okay, let me use Zoom stock. Or maybe you talk about a cryptocurrency like Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whichever one that you have. But now you buy it from this exchange and go to this exchange and sell it. So he said the person has made a profit of $1 without having to put any money at risk. Do you get why I love arbitrage? It's not, normal trading. This arbitrage, you do not put any money at risk. This is possible because the two exchanges had different prices for the same stock. I say arbitrage is a system where you already know your profit before you even exit the market. Before you even start the market, you have counted your profit already. An arbitrage is a system where you don't lose. You don't. We have arbitrage in so many things: stock, crypto, forex. Even in supermarket, you can go to this supermarket, buy something at this price. When you know the other supermarket can buy it at once from you in bulk, you just go and buy it and sell it that place. That's arbitrage. That people travel, but once it's not arbitrage, is that you don't know exactly how much you sell it and you can't sell it in bulk. It's no more arbitrage. But if you can go to Alaba market in Lagos or Idumota market in Lagos and buy something, you know this exact price, they are looking for it in Abuja or in Port Harcourt. You know that once you get there, they will give you your money. If you do that, take out, you know how much you make. I bought something of 3 million. I know once I get there, I'm going to sell it this amount, and they are giving it to me so I can remove my transport, remove everything. This is how much I'll make. You already know your profit before you even start the market. That's arbitrage. But the one you go and buy in Idumota and come back and hang in your shop that you don't know, somebody can come, you say it's 15 naira, another one come, you say it's 14 naira. You are doing trading. It's not arbitrage. Right? So, and that one is that at times you can sell. The other ones you can't sell. You now counterbalance and go back to the market. We know how to do that. So now we have, what is that? Arbitrage. You said in simple terms, you said the simultaneous purchase and sale of the same or similar assets in different markets in order to profit from tiny differences in the assets listed price. That's arbitrage. Now, if you look at it, we have it in forex, we have it in crypto and all that. Let's not go into what is forex arbitrage. That's not what we're in because I don't want us to take much time. So now let's look at it now. Here, this is in Wikipedia. It said, in economics and finance, Arbitrage is the practice of taking advantage of a difference in prices in two or more markets, striking a combination of matching deals to capitalize on the difference. The profit being the difference between the market price at which the unit is traded. When used by academies, an arbitrage is a transaction that involves no negative cash flow. That's what I want to bring out. It said, at any probabilistic or temporal state and a positive cash flow in at least one state. In simple terms, it is the possibility of a risk-free profit after transaction costs. For example, an arbitrage opportunity is present when there is the possibility to instantaneously buy something for a low price and sell it for a higher price. That is arbitrage for you. So when we are talking about arbitrage, it's a system where you cannot lose. It's a system where it's hard for you to make losses. But now when it comes to this point now, there's something I want to bring out here. Let me pause it. All right. When you look at it now, arbitrage, when it comes to sports owned, we've looked at arbitrage generally, right? You know what I'm trying to do is to make you understand the area we are playing in, what it's all about, right? So now when you look at sports arbitrage, it said arbitrage in sports betting refers to a betting strategy that exploits differences in odds between the different sports books to make a guaranteed profit. Do you know where I'm bringing that? That's the key word. The key word is guaranteed profit, regardless of the outcome of the sporting event. So now, no matter what happened with Chelsea and Man U, that's not the issue. No matter what happened, regardless of what happened, there's a guaranteed profit. There is a guaranteed profit. That's when the CEO told us that they don't lose. They make money. I want you to get it now. Guaranteed, regardless of the, when you do the other one, it's just like gambling. You gamble, and then because gambling means I gamble my money. If you go either way, because I don't know where you go, but I just gamble it. So whatever happens, I go. A gambler lose, I can make money, but bookmakers make much of the money because they don't know what's up. They are not soothsayers, for crying out loud. But here, guaranteed profit. Guaranteed profit. That's the reason why we did this business 2 months and we asked the CEO, okay, can we have a review downward? This money you're paying, is it too much for you people who can have a review? The CEO made a profound statement. He said, we are not trading crypto. If we are trading crypto, we may not be able to pay. We are not trading forex. We may not be able to pay if we are doing that, because in forex, you can make 5 million today and lose 5 million tomorrow. But in here, we make profit at every trade. He said, at this point that we make 10% minimum. I think we'll make 50%, 25%, 50%, and most times 100%. So now, I want to show us how this thing works in the sporting world. Now, let me use here now. If you come in here now, you say this is an arbitrage bet. Now, in this illustration here now, this is like using $100 to do the trading. So now, and then you are now, they put the odds. These are fees odds. These are the odds. This is a football match. Are you getting? So as the person now set up this arbitrage trading, what happened is that the system, you have two amounts, but the system makes it in a way that you are not going to put the amount 50-50. Look at the way he put it. The amount was added here is 60-40%. All right? So either 65, 35% or something. based on the month, so that at the end of the day, whatever happens, you make profit. What is it targeting? This is a pinnacle, and another one, that's the platform where it is better. That means it must be two platforms. It saw two platforms. Maybe let's say it's Man U and Chelsea that is playing, and you say one will win, one will lose. So the arbitrage has to look at two scenarios. Either they say this one will draw and this one no go draw, or this one will win. You look at, they have even throwing, first to throw, first not to throw, first. So there are different game setups. And you do find the one that has an arbitrage platform. They call it the sure bet. Right? So when it now begins to go, now divide the money. So this one, home win is at 2.88 odds. This one is away win is at 1.8 odds. And the thing is that as you look at it, no matter the amount they put now, based on these odds, the profit is 112.95. This one, if you win, is 100 days. So what is it targeting? It's targeting 12% profit, 12.9%, almost 13% profit on this trade. So you're not putting it 50-50, but the only thing is, put up on another platform, exchange platform, that Pinnacle is going to, that's in Pinnacle platform, that Man U is going to win, pick that in bet 360 or bet 2, that they are going to lose away. So you put it there, whatever happens, based on the way this money is calculated, 13% come out of this trade no matter what happens. That means the profit is already known. No, regardless of the outcome, no matter the winner, look at it here, it's written here. No matter the winner, 13% is that. So you can go and start relaxing at the beach when the arbitrage is setting it up, because some people will get heart attack when this one lose, and it's not the one that they said they will lose that lost. So, but someone who died arbitrage will just be relaxing and say, what's this cause? He said they are winning the other one. Which one is winning? So one win and be the other one. Okay, no problem. It's normal thing. One must win, one must lose. Whichever aspect it happens, the company wins. Now, look at the illustration they gave here now. Let me give you the illustration where they gave it here. Let me read what they said. He said, the better pick one common market among bookmakers and stake on different outcomes. Of all outcomes listed, at least one will turn out correctly. Can you get it? One will turn out correctly. However, it only works well if possible outcomes are two, giving the better a 50-50% chance of winning. Do you understand? So whichever way you are winning, here is the betting possibility. Though this one is just plain, let's not go this far because we are recording. But this is something that you can go and research. Seeing this picture alone, if you interpret what is here, it's simple for you to understand how this thing works. So you can now tell somebody, how do B-Sport make money? The person will say, yeah, they trade arbitrage. Oh, how do arbitrage work? Arbitrage is just, a system where you pick up financial instruments on different markets. And then you now place it on the same. No matter what happens, you make a profit. It can happen in commodities, it can happen in stock, it can happen in forex, it can happen in crypto. But now we are looking at sports. When it happens to sports, it must be done between two platforms, betting platform or exchange houses. They bet the two. They bet home win, the other one they bet away win, loss. Simple as ABC. Anyone that happens, no matter who wins, there is a profit to be made. And the AI is the one that did it. The AI makes it easy and faster for them to pick the trade. So you can pick as many as possible every day in order to trade. And it makes it simple for someone to understand. Once you can comprehend how the product of B-Sport works, every other thing will be story. It's as simple as that. So tonight, if you have any question, I don't want to make it hard on you. I want to make it simple. I want to make it straight so that you can understand it. Do you have any question? You can ask me now.
Okay. All right. So just in continuation, because there's a need to have a proper understanding, of whatever you do. That way, your confidence level will soar, will increase. So right now, you have on my screen types of arbitrage, and there are 3 major types of arbitrage. One is the pure arbitrage, then you have the merger arbitrage, and then you have the convertible arbitrage. Now, pure arbitrage is the type where you have no risk associated with it. Now, the merger arbitrage has to do with when 2 companies want to merge. Now, if you have ever traded stock, let's take, for example, the time Access Bank and Diamond Bank merged. Those in Access Bank had an upper hand, and that actually paid off more to shareholders in Access Bank, because their shares, they had to gain more, because the other bank, the shares there, when 2 big companies are merging, the one company's shares may have to be underpriced a bit, and then the others who already own shares in the other company will now seem to have an upper hand by the time everything is completed. I won't go into the technical details here. Then you have the convertible arbitrage. Now, that is the one they call risk arbitrage, the convertible arbitrage. So that's where the kind of arbitrage where you find risk in it. But when it comes to pure arbitrage, you can beat your chest and say 100% no risk. And that's also the kind of arbitrage where you also find a situation where for example, you see even in the future, there's nothing like risk that is coming out of it. And that is where sports arbitrage falls into, because you've had about crypto arbitrage, and you have about forex arbitrage, and a couple of websites you can actually go to do some of these arbitrage activities. For example, now if you want to do crypto, you need to there's what they call 3-way arbitrage or triangle arbitrage, where you have to look at maybe pick Binance, pick Coinbase, and pick another exchange, and then check the differences in their prices to take your arbitrage trades. But when it comes to sports, just two bet books or 2 sport books or 2 exchanges are enough. Now, before I get a little deeper, because I want to open a few websites and show you something, so that because when I show you that, in fact, there's one I'm going to show you that may seem that may be similar to what BitSports is doing, but then I'm going to also break the camel back at that point too, so you see that what we are enjoying. Now, when you go to Mile 2 or Mile 12 market, right, in Lagos, you see a basket of tomatoes, 10,000, and you come to Aja, it's selling for 20,000. That's called retail arbitrage. So, and you know what happens? By the time you start going there, gradually, everybody will begin to know. And when they begin to know, even the people that you are buying from there in Mile 12, they begin to raise their prices. And where you are going to sell, they too begin to get information, and they begin to also bring down their prices. And what happens eventually? Go over time, there will be a balance, or what you call market efficiency. So one of the benefits of arbitrage, despite the fact that it exploits price discrepancies, is that it helps market efficiency. Now, why market efficiency? You had a super leader Gold mention about stock, reading about stock from that Google page. Now, in fact, when the internet, before the advent of the internet, stock arbitrage was in existence, whereby you find maybe you go to one exchange, say New York Exchange, and you find the price of one stock, a company stock, the same, let's say Tesla stock, and you go to another exchange, you find the same price, the same Tesla stock at different prices, $12, $10. Quickly, you go and buy, and you come to the other exchange and sell it instantly, because they're waiting to buy. Now, information was not flying at the speed of light during that time because internet was not really an easily go you buy and then they ring a bell to find out the price in the other exchange and then bring it and make their $2 profits. Now, if you now multiply it by the number of stocks, if you multiply by the number of stocks, it can now increase your profits. But when it comes to sports, when it comes to sports, it's huge, it's bigger. Now you just see $100. Now by the time you now take it into multiple places, increase the volume, you find out that though little, it may seem like 12% is little, sometimes 50%, but by the time it goes in volumes, you see that it's so huge. All right. So that is the key thing. There's something I want to quickly show you. Let me open one of the websites you may want to check. And that's there's a website here. See the address there. It's called, I don't know if you can find it. Let me share the website address so that you can see it. Let me share the website quickly. Okay. All right. Can you see this? Can you see the website? Can you see my screen again on the website? You can see my screen. The website I just opened. Type 111. If you can see the screen, I just opened the website, type 1. Okay, good. Great, thank you. Now, this site is called Rebel Betting. That's the site I told you that it may seem as if they are competing with BSports, but I'm going to break the camel's back on this too. So when you come here, you see what they are doing here. This is a guide they put here, ultimate guide to sure betting or sports arbitrage. All right, so to tell you that BSports didn't cook up this thing from the blues. Now, this company has been doing it on this website. You actually more like pay like a subscription. Okay, you pay, you register. Now they give you 14 days free trial, right, to use and access everything here. There was what they call value betting. Then there's the sure betting is the arbitrage. So and there's a guide here. Now, somebody can actually do it here, but what this website does is that once you have an account and you set up, when there is an arbitrage opportunity, that means your laptop has to be on, or your phone, if you are connected with your phone, has to be on. Once there's an opportunity, there's an alarm that rings from this site. So that means if you're working or doing other things, you have to be paying attention to the alarm or the alerts. So once the alert comes, you know there's an opportunity, and you just come, place your orders, and continue what you're doing. Once you place your order, unlike when you are trading forex or trading crypto, where you want to start watching and monitoring in my favor, here alert comes and you place your whatever the outcome is a win-win situation. That is what Rebel Betting and sports is, that the stress of you having to go register here, my network disconnected again. I'm sorry about that, but let me quickly wrap up so that I don't know why it's shaking tonight. But then let the screen share load. Okay, so I'm back. So the difference, like I mentioned here, is that with BSports, it's all done for you. It's all done for you. Yours is just on Monday, activate the artificial intelligence. Now, the software that they have here just alerts you when it's time that there's an opportunity. So you now place the trades and then move on. But in BSports, yours just activate the bot. You're no longer interested in how they do it. Yours is at the end of the day, every day, Tuesday to Sunday, you see your own share of the profit that the AI has made. And of course, BSports also went ahead to ensure that, because if it is not fully connected, you can record a loss. That's just where the challenge is, because that's the risk that comes in, what I would call technology risk. All right. If your internet connection is shaking for some reasons, that you may want to place the trades already and connected. No, there's no how you can lose. So where this challenge of not fully connected comes is you miss out on the opportunity. Maybe you have just placed on one market and they are about to place on the other, and the network goes, so you have issues. But with the AI, it's done simultaneously, because you don't have to say you place on a sport book A and they want to place on sport book B. The AI will just do it automatically at the same time, and then you are covered. So that's the challenge of you doing it manually. So but with Rebel Betting, they give you the alert, then you go ahead and do your, of course, you do your when they do that, you now begin to check to see the various sport books that have the discrepancies, and then you select the two you want to use to do your stuff, and then you move on. Okay, so that's about that. And of course, there are still, like, this other side is for Arbmate. Arbmate does, deals with what's it called now? It's still another what's it called? Arbitrage, sure bets site. This and that one. The reason I'm opening all these things is to show you that what we are doing with BizSports is real business. See, people are in business. These people have been doing this for years, and this is the first company that will come and say, "Hey, ordinary people, let's come and join. Investors, come and join, and let's get to do something with this." Okay, so that's about the side of it I want to share with you. There's actually more, but for our time's sake, I'll stop here. Maybe the next training session will go a bit deeper, but the essence of all of this is for us to really be confident that, hey, we have found a company, and let us do all we can to maximize the advantage, the benefits that we have from this. Remember, 3 types of arbitrage: pure arbitrage, measure arbitrage, convertible arbitrage, and pure arbitrage is the one that has no risk associated with it, and that's what we are doing with BizSports, sports trading. Thank you very much for your time, and God bless you.